After Curly is rushed to the hospital, Lenny comes to sit with Crooks in the barn, not understanding the social implications on racial separation. We learn of Crook's backstory, and Crook threatens Lenny's mental feeling security by suggesting that George has left him.
Threatens that George will maybe one day leave Lenny or not be able to come back to Lenny. It kind of foreshadows how the end of George and Lenny's relationship, like at the end of the book where George eventually kills Lenny. And also, a recurring theme is that they all pick on each other. Like, they're all weak, seen as weak people, because Crooks is black and Lenny is mentally disabled. Candy is old and Curly's wife is a woman. They all pick on each other, and Lenny even threatens Crooks. Like, example is Lenny threatens Crooks when Crooks was talking about George not coming back, and Curly's wife threatens Crooks when Crooks told her to get out, saying how she could have him lynched because she is Curly's wife. And it is seen that the stronger, even though they are weak, the stronger of the weak pick on the weaker.
The theme of isolation pops up every time Curly's wife occurs. She constantly seeks out other people to talk to, despite that the others seem to be less than her, or she sees them as less than her, but she still talks to them because she feels lonely and she needs someone to talk to. And this is seen throughout the chapter because she talks to Crooks. Also, this chapter opens up with Crooks being lonely, and he doesn't have anyone to talk to, and he's just sitting there, or like just in the place by himself, not with the others who are hanging out. And he feels that he's isolated because of his skin color, and that he doesn't like really necessarily fit in, or like he can hang out with the others. And the most subtle example of isolation is with Lenny, because Lenny's mentally disabled. He really can't like go out and do anything, and no one necessarily understands him. All he does is just want to pet things. And that's these three characters. It's important to understand why they showed up in this specific chapter, because they all share one thing in common, is that they're all like lonely and they have no one to talk to, and that isolation basically engulfs each and every character.
Another theme prevalent in this chapter is paranoia and backstabbing. Crooks is paranoid about having Curly's wife in his room, and when he expresses this, she threatens him with lynching. Candy is upset with Curly's wife, who mistreats him because he is old. Curly's wife picks on Lenny, who then becomes paranoid that George will not return, and Candy threatens Curly's wife. Then Crooks takes back his promise to work on George's farm. It is shown that the people in the barn, the weak ones, cannot trust each other, even the ones they think they know best, as is shown with Lenny and George.